to try to communicate that feeling so that at the end, hopefully, they have the same feeling that I had when I was writing it. And so you can do it that way. Here what's happening is you have these kids who are writing a story about bullying and how to stop it, which we then take into the elementary schools, and they get a story written by their peers, a little bit older, and they have this sense of reading something that older kids are telling them rather than an adult telling them. It's a win-win. I gave them the title and the idea of what we were trying to do. They did everything else. They are picking the character, very detailed backstory of these characters. Michael Rose was the name they decided on. They voted on it, and all these various characteristics, an African-American father, an Asian mother, divorce, dyslexia, really detailed. And then they can take that and figure out the victims and the story that they want to tell.
I spotted a little boy with glasses and freckles standing next to the line for the water fountain. Even though I didn't want water, I pushed him out the way and said, "I'm next," with anger in my voice. With his squeaky voice. He's like a short boy that has freckles on his face, and most people who pick on people, they are like little and have a squeaky voice and stuff like that.
They'll get guidance when we read it, but I'm not telling them how to end it. You know, other than it needs to be positive. It needs to be something where the title of the book is "I was a bully, but I stopped." So the ending has to involve stopping somehow. Other than that, there's no restrictions.
The girl who he meets is going to be a new girl in his classroom, and they're gonna become really, really close, and she's gonna tell him. She's going to tell him that just because he has problems at home doesn't mean that he can just come around and be bullying people around and everything, that he could work it out by going to classes to talk to people and stuff like that. Like, it's awful that people have to, that they bully people just because they don't look like they can fight back for themselves. And sometimes if it gets out of hand, I go and tell an adult. Next, we're going to take all the completed stories, which we're hoping to do by next week, read them all out loud. We're all going to vote again. It's going to be democratic, which one we think is the best story, which one we like second best. Then I'm going to take them as a writer and combine some elements of every story. So every child feels that they're part of this and is really literally a co-author of this book.